Hello all. I am in a new spot. Maybe this is a better angle, get a better picture of the beer or something like that. But I'm doing North Coast Brothers Thelonious. I feel like they used to call this a double or a double. But it's 9.4%, so it's definitely up there in the Belgian strong dark ale category, which is what it's called now on their website. Maybe I'm totally wrong about the old double thing. So they don't really tell you much. They don't tell you if they use like candy, dark candy sugar, like a lot of Abbey ales use. I haven't had this beer in a very, very, very long time, so I'm excited to try it. A lot of people have big respect for this beer. So it's not, I don't think it's bottle conditioned, which all of the Belgian versions, probably not all, but all the ones that I have found are bottle conditioned, especially the Trappist ones. So it's not as much intense carbonation. My cat's trying to eat my sandwich over here. Nope. So let's see if it's like all these other Trappist doubles that I've been drinking and really enjoying. Yep, I mean, it's not a double, like I said, it's a strong ale, so I did have the Rochefort 8, which is very similar to this. I don't think there's any spicing in this, like coriander, which Rochefort uses. But maybe it's in there. It smells very much rum, raisin, cherry, sweet cherry, molasses. It smells like it might be a little bitter, and it doesn't smell like it's going to have much tartness at all, which a lot of the Trappist versions are really low in bitterness, but seem almost quite, not kind of tart, but I mean not lactic tart, but just lower in pH, I should say. But a really nice dark fruit aroma. Yeah, I like that. It's drier, and it has a little bit of a juiciness to it, almost like a fruity wine note amidst all the brown sugar and the dark fruit and the dried fruit, almost like prunes maybe or something like that, raisins. It has a little bit of bitterness in there, and the booze, there's not much booziness at all for the strength. Really pleasant to drink. This is a little bit cold right now. It's straight out of the fridge. You can definitely let this warm up and get more flavors. It's not quite roasty, but it has this kind of Munich malt quality that almost reminds me of a Doppelbock or something like that. Or conversely, almost like a Scotch ale or something. And the mouthfeel is pretty full, but it's not really slick and sweet and syrupy. I feel like the yeast is not as running wild in this as the Belgian versions, but I honestly don't mind it. It's definitely not bottle conditioned. It doesn't have that tickling of the tongue with the crazy bubbles or anything. But I really like that. And for 9.4%, it's very, very pleasant to drink. This is extremely well-made beer. And just a little different take than the Belgians, but still really, really good, really well thought out, really complex. I'd give this like 4.25 plus. I'm really enjoying it. This would definitely be a good food beer and good to cook with instead of red wine, or to use in some of like the Flanders dishes that want you to use like a sour red ale. You could definitely use this and maybe put a splash of vinegar. That's really good beer. Highly recommended it, and if you've had it before, return to it. Oh yeah, it's nutty too. Has a hint of like amaretto, which I guess is like sweet almond, cherry sort of flavor. It's great. Bye.